Hey girl, welcome to my channel. My name is Shayyy.moore and I'm going to be bringing you all some things that you need to know for after your labor. Yes, things that you need to know after giving birth. So if that is something that you're into, then stay tuned. Okay, so before we hop into today's video, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I upload videos every Monday for Mommy Monday and on Wednesdays for my Always Lit podcast, where we spread love, inspire others, and thrive. So let's go ahead and hop into what you need to know for after your labor. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that these are lifesavers. These are period underwear. Now this right here is an organic brand. The brand that I used whenever I went to the hospital and gave birth was the Always underwear, and I'll put them right here. So yeah, these and these you can find on Amazon, or you can find them at Walmart. Wherever you get them from, just make sure you get them because they are lifesavers. After you give birth, of course, you know you will be bleeding pretty heavy, and that's going to last for a couple of days. So especially that first 2 days, it was so much more comfortable for me to have these underwear, which of course you can dispose them, but it was just so much more comfortable for me to have them and not have to worry about, you know, messing up anything, messing up any sheets, messing up any clothing. They fit so snug, they're extremely comfortable, and just 100% better than trying to wear a pad or trying to wear the big super bulky pads that, you know, that they give you at the hospital. These were a lifesaver. They were way more comfortable, they're not expensive at all, and they just, I don't know, just, you need these. Make sure you go ahead, get them, and put them in your bag that you're taking to the hospital, because these right here, or the Always ones, because I told you I used the Always ones when I was at the hospital giving birth, but literally they are the same exact thing, but these are the organic brand. So just get you some. They were like, you can't really see them whenever you have on your pajamas or whatever you're gonna wear when you're at the hospital. Or even at home. When I came home, I was still wearing them until the bleeding stopped. So while I was at home, if I had on like shorts or leggings or whatever I had on, you could not tell that I had these on underneath. And again, they were very secure, they were comfortable, and there was no leakage whatsoever. Okay, the next thing you need to know is that having comfortable clothing matters, like comfortable pajamas, fuzzy slippers. Bring you some bedroom shoes. You can go to Walmart or Target, get you some cheap bedroom shoes that you might use at the hospital, even if you don't want to bring them back home, which is what I did. I'm not sure if I think my mom got me some pajamas. I had fuzzy socks, and I had me some bedroom shoes to wear while I was there. Most times, I know when I gave birth during COVID, I really wasn't even in the hospital as long as I was in the hospital whenever I gave birth to my son back in 2014. However, you never know what's going to happen, and some deliveries may cause you to be in the hospital a little longer than others. However, whether I was in the hospital for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, I would always make sure that I have, not that I've been in the hospital that many times, I'm saying now that I would always go with my own pajamas, some fuzzy socks, and some bedroom shoes packed, just so that you can be comfortable. You just gave birth. You don't want to be walking around in the hospital gown all exposed and just feeling uncomfortable. That really it just made me feel good. It helped me, like, you know, I'm a firm believer that when you look good, you feel good, and that hospital gown just don't be it for you, girl. So I like to have on my own pajamas, and I feel like that was also something that was really, really helpful, not only for my comfort, but just also for my mental. Your hormones are going to be all over the place, so the least you can do is make sure that you're looking cute and make sure that you're feeling good. So pack you some comfortable pajamas, fuzzy socks, and some slippers. Do not depend on those little crunchy hospital gowns. Okay, so for this next one, there are a few things that you should know about this one specific topic, and that is postpartum depression and anxiety. This is something that can happen to anyone after giving birth. This is something that can last for years, and this can also affect fathers. A lot of people think that this is only something that women go through, but this is definitely something that the dad could be affected by as well. So just be mindful. There are different signs. So postpartum depression and anxiety is something that may look different on me than it does on you, or maybe it showed up different ways for your mom or your sister. Just know that it's okay to not be okay, and make sure you speak up. Not only just speak up at like your postpartum appointment, because sometimes, so at your postpartum appointment, they'll give you a checklist where you have to check like if you've been feeling okay, do you love your baby, do you not like riding in cars. Like, it's a whole thing, I think it's like 1, 2, 3 pages where you just go through and you answer these questions by saying sometimes, always, never, or something like that. So that they could use that to say, okay, we might need to get her some extra help. Maybe she's showing signs of postpartums. But I'm just being honest with you, I completed that checklist as honest as possible. I was not okay, and they did not address it whatsoever. So yes, sometimes your doctors will address it, but also sometimes you're gonna have to go seek that help on your own. Just know that it is okay. If you don't feel comfortable just speaking about that with your primary physician, then make sure you speak about it with your family members, and maybe they will be able to assist you with getting help. But yes, postpartum is real. If you do not tackle it, you do not take care of it, it will just continue to get worse, and it is okay to not be okay. Stool softeners. Okay, stool softeners. I'm smiling, I'm giggling, but this is a serious matter. When they give you your stool softeners, make sure you take them. Make sure you take them. Now, I always took mine for each one of my births. I took mine. That was not something I played around with. However, I have heard stories about people trying to skip out on them. Do not. Even with me taking them, that first bowel movement was extremely terrifying for me, because I don't know, it's just a feeling like you just gave birth. Sometimes you get sick. Some people have to get stitches, others do not. However, it's like after giving birth, I just felt like so delicate and fragile. So when I got to the point where I had to have my first bowel movement at the birth, I was terrified, because I was like, I don't know. But make sure you take your stool softeners. They are so important. So important. You don't want to make things harder for you than they already are. Your body just went through a lot. It's probably going to be like tender, sore, all of that. So the last thing you want is to have to be grunting, or I don't know. It's making me cringe just think about it. Just take your stool softeners. Okay, this next one, no one told me this before I gave birth or after I gave birth, and I thought I was going crazy. But phantom kicks is real. And so phantom kicks are when you are feeling your baby kicking in your belly after you have had birth. This is something, when I looked it up, it said that phantom kicks can be felt in women for years. Some women don't feel them, some women do, and they are not really 100% sure what causes them. However, it's a thing. So yeah, phantom kicks are when you have had your baby, you literally see your baby. Your baby can be 1, 2 years old running around, but every now and then you still feel like a slight flutter in your stomach or something that feels like when your baby was inside and your baby would kick. Girl, when I first felt this, I almost lost my mind. Almost lost my mind because I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. So yeah, I often see, it's funny to me when I see other people, like other moms, put it on Facebook asking other people like, am I tripping or is this a thing? It's definitely a thing, so just be mindful, because when it happened to me, child, I almost had a heart attack, okay? But yeah, phantom kicks are a thing, and you may still feel your baby, or you may have this perception that you still feel your baby kicking and moving in your belly even after you give birth. Okay, my next one is that having a community is great, and I would even say very critical for you to have a community. However, please remember, please keep in mind that everyone's journey is different. You are different than your mother, your sister, or any other women around you who have given birth. And your child is definitely different. Your journey will be different. It's okay if that's what you want, to let people have their input. It's okay to seek advice. It's okay to listen to other people's stories. However, do not embrace it so much that you think that it's now your story, or it's now your experience, or something that's going to happen to you, or okay, well, they said that their baby did this and my baby is doing that, so it must be the same thing, because that's not always the case. Be wise and listen to your instincts as a mom. To sum it up, my advice is that having a community is great, but understand that your kid is your kid, your journey is your journey, your experience is your experience, your body is your body. So take the advice, but also be wise with the advice. Don't think that it's 100% true for you. Just because it's their truth doesn't mean it's your truth. Okay, and if you are breastfeeding, you are going to be thirsty. Like, this is going to be a different type of thirst. You ain't never see a thirst like this before. So go ahead, get you a big water bottle or whatever you want, and keep you some ice cold water or whatever type of water you like, because baby, you are going to be thirsty. Breastfeeding is no joke. You're going to be thirsty and you're going to be hungry, but thirsty for sure. So go ahead, purchase you a cute little water bottle and keep it by your side at all times, because I promise you, whenever your baby is nursing, it's like your mouth is just going to be completely just drying out instantly. But I thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Again, I post videos like this every Monday for Mommy Mondays. So I hope to see you back next week for another video. Bye.